Hello YouTube, this is Yes No Maybe No, and this is my first kind of video as like an introduction to my channel, and maybe I'll get some more video uploads going later. Maybe try and get like a series or two going. Um, yeah. So I was hoping to start this off after I got some painkillers, so I could start the day off right with but I'm already kind of drowsy, and I have a hand injury, so it's going to be very slow attacking. Um, Literally just tripped a house alarm in the middle of nowhere. You can see where I'm at. And it was this house right here that I tripped the house alarm at. And I'm hiding because I don't have any painkillers still. And I'm drowsy and I'm losing my mind. So I was hoping to get the painkiller thing situated before I started recording. But I thought this would be better and uh, you guys could watch me stress out. Uh, yeah, let's just let's just see how far we go. I already walked around a little bit outside. Got a little prepared. So let's see what we can find. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, this is so slow. Steppy, steppy. Okay, so we are going towards that house. I've already searched all the other ones in this area, so this is like the last house, and the last house had the house alarm, and I'm praying that there is painkillers in here, because I won't be able to find painkillers for another really long distance, and I really want to be able to sleep. Like, really bad. I want to be able to sleep. We are playing with a ton of mods. They're mostly car-oriented mods, so we can just kind of work on cars in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Oh, there is like no zombies out here. I thought the house alarm would trip something, but they came to my house instead of this one. How about that? There's nothing out here. There's not even like broken windows or anything. Busta. So this house, people just... Ooh, broccoli seeds. This house, people just moved into it, so there's only like boxes, it looks like. I can't tell if that's the zombie, or a zombie, or the wind. Maybe they just like their cardboard boxes, maybe they're not. Oh yeah, they're totally still moving in. That wind that sounds like zombies is really terrifying. That eats me alive just hearing it. Dog food. Open door. Bunch of newspapers. These people really love their newspapers. Medical magazine. Provides painkillers. I probably won't be able to do anything with that yet, even though I can just read and get the recipe. I probably need some sort of foraging. Oh my god. These people love their newspapers and dog food. How interesting. Oh, I was really expecting just dog food in here. Well, you can like, I haven't seen this mod work yet, but there's like tons of food items. And you can just like create a pizza out of something in the fridge. That's pretty cool. I did not know that at all. Let's try and get some stuff going, because I'm probably gonna be hungry in a little bit. Let's use up all the stuff that we can use. This is really cool. I haven't really seen this pizza thing yet. It only gives you 11 hunger. Or it takes away 11 hunger. It doesn't make you more hungry. It's okay. Just gonna eat it all anyways. keep my energy up. So, some of the more notable mods that I am running right now would be like all of the car packs and individual cars. As long as they're lore accurate, plus or minus 10 years, I do have some 2000s cars in this, even though it's like 1990s. I do have a couple like scrap yards and places you can work on cars. I spawned in this area because of this one that's a workshop mod. It's like a vehicle repair and like where people take their cars to get worked on in the middle of nowhere. I have the sniffles a little bit, so hopefully it's not coming through in the mic. Tried to... Oh my god, these people have so much food. I tried to work on my audio settings as can opener as best as I can. I'm using literally like a HyperX mic, not like a standalone mic, but like a HyperX headset mic. And I use an equalizer on it to make it sound good. And I've been wanting a standalone mic for quite some time. It's on the list. So hopefully that won't be like that for too long. Painkillers, come on, just give me the painkillers. I found everything but painkillers. And this is not right. This is like a fucking crime. Didn't mean to open that door, but it kind of worked out. So many newspapers. Nobody collects newspapers like this. Get help. Army Almanac. Do need that. So, because it's my first video, I'm honestly not really too sure what to talk about. I'm kind of just trying to talk about the stuff that I'm doing in-game. But I do like to talk about just whatever comes to my mind. I'm sure that's the same way it is with everybody. Gonna try and not say so much. But there is a lot of boxes in here, just newspapers. And one box of other stuff. The mods that I do have active, I've brought that up like 3 times and I fucking trail off. I have some cringe or like cursed weeaboo mods because I think that's great. I do have some like map mods like Erie County, Knox County, like an ammo production plant, I guess. That's like in between a crick. And my goal is to just build on top of the game with mods as vanilla as possible, while still introducing more content that follows like the vanilla formula, or stuff that expands on like existing items, like more food items, more more smokies. Gotta have my smokies. I can only get 1 box of smokies. In Australia, not that I'm from Australia, a smoke break is called a smoko. So, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. There's a Twix! Oh, a Tix! I love my Tixes. In fact, I'm gonna have a smoke right now. I'm gonna smoke in somebody's house without asking them. So I'm a thug. I'd be straight thugging it up. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here. Maybe one last bathroom? Bathroom with dog food. Dog food and newspapers is this house's prime selling point. Might as well see what's in that shed if I can try and get in there. The house alarm already went off and there's nothing around, so I'm gonna take that as a good sign that there is nothing out here. I'm really praying that that's the case, as always. Because this is my first video, I wanted to just make an introduction, and you know, somebody likes my style or the way that I you know, post videos or create videos. It's not gonna be like a heavy editing. Oh my god, more dog food. Did you guys have like tools or anything? I'm going to not edit them too much. I really want to just keep it as original video as possible with like minor maybe cuts here and there. This is actually my second time doing like a full-length recording. The first time had 0 video because I had OBS set to screen capture and not game capture. So if you're an OBS person or if you want to get into some sort of video creation, the main piece of advice that I can give you is find some mic settings like an equalizer and make sure your capture settings are set to game capture and not screen capture. I really didn't think it would make a difference, but holy moly, did it make a difference. It was like just a frozen screen and I'd tab out and it would look fine. And then I tab back in and it would go back to being a frozen screen again. And it fooled me. It really, it bamboozled me. Zombie, hello lady. Die. Hello lady, die. No painkillers. I don't even know where to go now. Like, I have a car with a key that's in decent condition. I got that repair yard. It's called like Ed's. I can find this mods thing right here. It starts with an E. Yeah, there's all. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not gonna be able to find it. It's fine. I really love the Zomboid community. It seems like a great community, both big channels and small channels. Everybody just seems to get along great and share their experiences, and I think that's so awesome. I've been wanting to make some sort of content creation, like some videos, for like years now, but I could never really find somewhere that looked like it would be like not only fun, but like a good, clear cut, like, hey, this is what I want to do. Eventually I'd like to do like BeamNG videos and GTRP videos, but like I couldn't really find a way to make a start in those areas. Mostly because there's like whitelisted servers and stuff. And that was just, it's a whole process to get going on that. Whereas with this, you could just slap record, go on an adventure, and hit stop record, and you'd probably have like a full-length video. I would say like my big inspirations were people like Yeneth, King Gecko. Those are the 2 channels that I follow. Probably more than some of the other ones. I love that they just kind of talk with their community, they really interact with their commenters, and it's really cool just like being able to talk with someone like that. And I really want a space where people can just come chat about stuff like that, like my own channel. And so that's kind of what I'm doing now, because I see these videos, you know, these videos that these creators upload, and I'm blown away because they just look so like refreshing. It's like a breath of fresh air when I watch these videos, when I see people uploading videos like this, and it's something that I really want to do. In the GTARP community, you know, people that just post long videos with minor edits, and they just let the camera roll and they go out and go on their day. And to me, those are way more interesting than a video that is like 3 or 4 hours of footage cut down to like 10 minutes. You know, you get much more of a feel for the person making the videos when they don't edit themselves out so much. But you know, I understand the appeal of like editing videos and, you know, specific scenes that you want, and then leaving out like 90% of the boring stuff or the stuff that you don't want to. Oh, dude, I'd make a wrong turn somewhere. Made a wrong turn somewhere. Where are the? Oh, yeah, I did. I went too far. I just went past the place without even realizing it. Oops. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of a scatterbrain. I'm trying to work on that so that the videos are less me wandering around aimlessly, but that's really hard to do, to stay like a one-track focus, especially when you're just looking to talk about stuff, not so much to fill a silence, but just to be yourself. You know, it's really hard for me to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, I guess you could say. Brain no worky like that. But I would say one of the reasons why I'm doing these kind of videos is also to try and work out of that, or break that habit, try and be able to focus on a couple different things at one time. You know, I think it's just a matter of making a habit, or just keeping your brain focused. So, when I was doing my whole introduction video, my first introduction video, I was kind of showing the place, and I was kind of going in the garage and in the housey and checking out the car, see if I can get a working car going. And here's a working car. It's the Hillbilly. I love the Hillbilly. It is a great vehicle. And I found the key to it in the ignition, so I just got to get some gas in it. And hopefully it'll fire up. Hopefully. So most of my mods are either cursed mods, so you could like see the curse in action, and car mods, because, you know, I'm not a professional mechanic. I'm not a master tech or anything like that, but I do like cars and the culture aspect. You know, I like them, I like making them look nice when I wash and detail them. I like seeing them out on the road, not just like supercars or what have you, but, you know, niche cars that they only made a couple thousand of. Like, and they were 30 years ago, so it's kind of a sight to see when you see them on the road. It's like peering into automotive history to me. And this game being in the 90s, or like set in the 90s or 80s or what have you, you get to see all those cars again, and I love that. I love, you know, stumbling upon an old Bronco. You know, it's a KI5 mod, and be like, oh my god, a Bronco, or like a 240, or, you know, you name it. I don't know why I just went back to this. I actually gotta. I'm tired. Oh, I could sleep now though, I think. Might be able to sleep now. Let's get some gas, take fuel, empty gas can. Yes. So not a whole lot of the mods that I have make the game easier, but they expand on something that you would normally be able to do in real life, and because it's like that, and it's not just the game's mechanics, that tends to make it easier in a way. Like the fuel API is a mod that stores fuel in these barrels. It's like all these barrels that you find around the map, they can have fuel in them. It's like if you go into old farms and stuff, it's a pretty good way to get fuel out of them. And you can pick them up and bring it back to your base and have like a little fuel stockpile. And, you know, it definitely makes the game easier than needing a generator at a gas station and going to the gas station with a generator to get gas. But at the same time, you know, that doesn't seem like that'd be the only way to do that for me. So it's a mix of expanding on what you'd be able to do in real life and increasing the variety of what you would see in the base game. Oh, I should probably just bring that with me, huh? I'll bring the truck over here, and then I'll fuel it up. That was a weird sound. It sounded like some sort of animal, but like a zombified animal, even though there aren't any of those. State of Decay 3, baby! They're gonna have the zombified animals. Oh, please, baby. Yes! Alright, let's get this thing out of here. The fuel is on... Oh, Jesus Christ. I've never driven this thing before. That scared the shit out of me. It's cool they have the working air brakes. I think that's the gas is on the driver's side. This hillbilly has a ram bar on the front of it, which is nice. It came like that. Nice. Nice. So, my goal, this isn't my original world. This is like a world that I'm using for an introduction video. The world that I am playing on is, it's kind of tutorial mode, where it starts out in Rosewood, and then we're going to branch out from there. But my goal, you know, because I do actually have a goal, it's not just going to be wandering around aimlessly and then getting bored. I do want to make a base at the racetrack, the drag strip. And I do have the 2 mods for the racetracks, Redstone Raceway and Vardell Speedway. And I think that's going to be an awesome experience in this game. To make a base at a drag strip, and then, like, you know, bring cars to the drag strip, working on them at the drag strip, and then race them. I don't have any of the mods, or not mods, I don't have any of the traits for increasing vehicle speed and all that, just because I want to test out the original numbers, but I also don't have any of the traits that give you car sick or slow down your speed when you're off-road and what have you, just because that would ultimately get in the way of a mechanics inclined character. This barrel's got some fuel in it. I think I could fill up that barrel and then put it in my truck, and I'll have like an extra, like, whole fuel reserve. My V button isn't working right now. Oh shit. Because I pressed the crafting button. Come on. Please. Pretty please? Okay, I probably have to move the truck away. Oh, it fired right up. Ooh, that's a good sign. That's what I like to see. And it looks like when you turn the car off before the air brake sound goes off, it doesn't make the air brake sound, so... That's not a good or bad thing, that's just something that will hopefully keep me alive. Gas can. Is it out of fuel now? Hello? Keep pressing the crafting button. Hello? Can I right click on that? Okay, my V button is not working. I cannot get gas out of anything. Empty gas can. Please, gas station, fill up my gas, please. Pretty please. No? Oil gas barrel? No? Okay. Well, I will just pick up this barrel with 153 out of 400 fuel. Because I'm a Vulcan strong boy. Not really. Not at all, I'm like the opposite of that. We're gonna... Oh, I just put it on the floor. No, don't put it on the floor. Please. Open the trunk. There's another empty gas can in the trunk. Barrel. Put the barrel in the trunk. Please. Pretty please. Yes. Yes. There's another empty gas can back there. So I'm gonna try this one more time. Gonna try and get some gas one more time. Hopefully it will... not hate me, but it's mad at me. That's okay, because it can go to hell. Gonna load up before we head out on stuff that we will need. Like the regular stuff. Oh my god, that door is still locked. Can't believe it. Just gonna open that up, do a quick perimeter check. Looks okay. For now. For now. 38 special. Ball peen hammer, motor, large bolts. Shovel. A garden saw. 80s pickup front seat. That's for the Bronco. Barracuda spoiler, Plymouth Barracuda. That's so cool, they put a Plymouth in this game. Savlonic, oh yes. A railway spike hammer, that is sick. I'm gonna be grabbing that. Grab all the cool stuff. One mod that I do have expands on the melee weapons that are available. Industrial, it's almost empty. I already have a garden saw. That's nice. The mod Tools of the Trade adds in like a lot more things that you can use as melee weapons. But it seems like it's made it a little more common, so I might have to decrease the rarity of melee weapons just to offset that, because when a mod creator creates, adds weapons to the game, there's like a rarity setting. Hello? The truck is sliding across the ground. Truck, are you okay? Hello? Has this been happening the entire time? It's gone like way over. Hello? Truck? Are you okay? Come on, start it up. Oh, it's still going. Let's hang out. Let's stay over here, truck. That's key. Oh my god, it's so loud. I don't know how loud that is in the video, but that is like loud. Get back it in. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. Stay. Splitting ball. Ooh, I haven't seen that before. I gotta unload my bag first. Maybe that would help me a lot. Maybe. Keep the food. Magazines. Crowbar. There is a survivor house that I found in that street where the other houses were. And I'm thinking of going to checking that out too. We'll raid some weapons. Yeah, there's a lot of melee weapons. This is kind of out there. I really, I like the vanilla settings. For rarity stuff, it's like it makes finding stuff that much more rewarding. I'm not like a pro at this game though, so I don't play with everything extremely rare. But I might up the rarity of some things like melee weapons, just because there's so many more melee weapons now that I think they're just there's gonna be more of them in the world now. What is this? What's this? What do you got? Started out with the Weather Channel. That's like a huge lucky break. Unless you can start out with that, then that's kind of whatever. But who knows? Who knows? Shovel's kind of not good. Rope. There's a gun in here. There is an Uzi in one of these boxes. I want the Uzi. Or really, AKS-74. BBL. And it has no mag. That's okay, we can find one. We can find a mag. Probably with some problems, but I can't say no problem. But that's okay. Look at this space. 375. Oh my god. That is even more space than the emergency drops from the helicopters. That is a lot. I need a wrench. That is a lot of space. Which, you know, is what you expect from a flatbed kind of truck like that, but that is just wowie. Wowie. One YouTuber that I watched a while ago, maybe not so much nowadays because I don't play those games as much anymore, was Saint Riot, who does Dark Souls and like Elden Ring videos, and he does like build videos, and they're really cool. And you know, he's real inspiration for me to get into PvP and the Dark Souls games, because once you get into like new game plus whatever, you know, you kind of fall off of the boss battles thing, and you need more. You need to destroy the other people of other worlds and their friends. Sledgehammer. But the reason why man, I really cannot like stay on subject. I'm really working on that, believe me. The reason why I bring him up is because he's referred to, like, when you're recording a video or like on a stream or what have you, it's like there's no one there in the room with you, so you're kind of talking to yourself, or it feels like you're talking to yourself, and it's a weird mental thing that you have to get over. Military flashlight. Oh. And I feel that as someone that's never done like a recording session before, it's a little unnerving to like come up with things, because you don't really go out of your way to talk to yourself unless you're doing a like recording. So when you do have to talk to yourself, you kind of have to rewire your brain, it feels like, to be a little more like able to talk for the sake of talking. Wood glue. Need wood glue. Boombox, yes. Just go into this garage, packing up, and then we'll maybe settle on a base. I might keep going on this world, like here and there. I started out on this world and not my main world. What have I got in here too? Because my main world is in a really pinched position right now, and I don't want to have to be in that pinch and talk at the same time without first giving an introduction. You know, I want to be able to do an introduction before then, so I'm in this world now, so that I can do that. You know, I like games. I used to play them all the time, but I don't so much nowadays. I've kind of fallen off. You know, my skill has really fallen off, especially in like shooting games or first-person games or whatever. My hand-eye coordination, or my eye-mouse coordination, is not what it once was. And I would say the last game that I played, even a little bit competitively, was probably Destiny 1. And I tried playing Destiny 2, and it's, you know, when it first came out, and it's not that. And I know some people have said that Destiny 2 has changed a lot since then, and it's become like Destiny 1. But I've since kind of not played that anymore. And I know you can do like a hold shift or alt or whatever to do like the click thing that make that faster, but I'm not used to doing that yet because I've only been playing this game a couple months. You know, there's a big sale in November. My friend got me into the game, and I fell in love with the game. You know, I've known about it for some time, but I wasn't into the over-the-top style games, like where it's like the camera's looking down on your character and not like a third or first person perspective. But I've since, you know, I think gotten over that a little bit, at least for this game. And, you know, I love this game. and I know a little bit about it as far as knowledge, new Lamborghini goes, but I'm not like a pro at this game. You know, I don't know the ins and outs of the game mechanics, so I hope that'll be kind of interesting to see someone that's not very good at the game play the game, because when the people are pro, you know, and they can get set up in like a single day, or they can handle like a horde of zombies like nothing, or like a horde of sprinters like nothing, then it's sort of, you know, it's cool, but it's like, where's the challenge, or where's the upward hill that keeps you grounded? You know, if you become like a god in a game, like when you beat a game like Far Cry or what have you, have all the special stuff unlocked, or like a game like, you know, the Elder Scrolls, when you do all the quests and stuff and you have all the rare unique items, there isn't really a whole lot to do after that. There isn't really a whole lot to use those items on, or what have you. And oh my god, that trash can. And I see a little bit of that in Project Zomboid when people make a series. They're like, when you play with your friends even, you know, once you get your base set up and it's not as stressful, people tend to just fall off and stop playing it. But I think it's really important to have a goal in mind, because that's like, that becomes your driving force. You know, your driving force isn't surviving. You know, you go from surviving to thriving, as they say. When you switch to thriving mode, and you know, you're a little bit more stable and you got your stuff set up, you gotta like have a goal out in the world that's outside your comfort zone, that's outside your starter city. Go to like a new place and do like a new challenge. And setting up a base at the racetrack kind of is my first, oh, there's the Uzi. My first challenge like that. It will be like a whole new experience. I've gone out of the world, or out of the town, because I'm a newish player. I always start on Rosewood. And I've gone out of the town, like maybe once on my own to go to the gun store. And I got like 3 or 4 helicopter visits while I was doing that. I should probably bring these R32 tires. Oh, these aren't even R32 tires. This one is. And I didn't make it back because my computer suffered a hard drive, or a solid state drive failure, because solid states are a little bit more prone to failures, or like catastrophic failures that are irreparable, than a hard drive is. It's, you know, solid states have less moving parts, so that's like one of the things about them that people like, is they're faster and they are quieter. But they have their cons, and I was down for a couple months, or like a month maybe, before I got my computer up and running again. And in that month, I was just binging Zomboid videos, because like, oh, I need my Zomboid fix, I need my Zomboid fix, I need to watch, I need to see some Zomboid. And you know, now I got my computer up and running again, and after watching, you know, the Zomboid videos, I want to do that. I want to have a goal, and I want people to be able to watch if they want to, be able to follow along with my goals. So, you know, this as my introduction video, I'm not gonna get like a ton of viewers right off the bat, probably. You know, it's almost inevitable even. But for the people that do stumble upon my channel, and oh, I need that tequila bottle. For the people that do stumble upon my video, you know, this is my introduction, and I hope you either like my other videos, or you like this one, or both. You know, whatever works best. Maple syrup, wow. Ooh, fries. Gonna eat some cold fries. I hate like microwaved fries. they're so like soggy and flappy. But, you know, when you're in the zombie apocalypse, you don't really care about stuff like that, I guess. One thing that I'm trying to work on, for me, as my editing, or not editing, but just video creation, is I want to not use as little of my voice as possible like I usually do. I typically talk like this, and I use as my vocal cords as little as possible. My voice sounds kind of croaky, like a frog. But I really want to be able to talk more normally, or feel more comfortable talking, you know, like this. And I feel like that would help make for a better video. So if you see me talk like this, or like as quietly as possible, or like and passing as little air through my vocal cords as possible, you know, I'm definitely trying to not do that so much. Gonna get some snacking going, smash some cheese and cabbage. What an unlikely combination. Got my snackables. That's the Pomps items, just the food. I will probably go through like a list of the mods that I use, in case people like want to check them out too. I'm too full to eat. But I might not make like a link to a video or to a mod list. And, you know, maybe in a different series with less mods I will, when they're more focused on like a common theme. But this time I will probably just skim through the mod list, and then you can stop it at a moment where you see something you like, or just pause it, play it, and excuse me, and go through like that. Excuse me. Ah. Some burps going on. I'm trying to not burp into the mic. But I will be having like a skim through the mod list, just because like when you pause it, it's just like I'd have to link like every one of these, and it's just, and that got through like a quarter of them. I got a couple gun cases in my inventory. How about that? My truck isn't sliding around, and I'm hoping it's not because it's wedged into the wall. Because if it's wedged into the wall, that will really suck a lot. Because I will probably damage the truck trying to get it out, if I'm even able to get it out. And sometimes things work like that. Sometimes that's how it goes. Grab the glow sticks. Please no zombies, oh thank god. I usually don't do that. If there's already an open door, I will like detour through the building to go back to the open door instead of trying a closed door, because sometimes zombies will just like gather. They'll become like attracted to a sound, they won't even bang on the door, they'll just kind of fucking creep on you and like wait for you like this. And I don't think it's a glitch. I think it's like a thing that's in the game to keep you on your toes, which, you know, is totally cool, because it's otherwise the game would probably be a little too flat, if you know what I mean. Where if you can expect everything, then it's not as great in my opinion. I'll talk about my other world that we're going to be going into next time. I had a crashed helicopter show up, like a helicopter crash out in the fields west of the Rosewood Fire Station, where there's this like the fields of houses kind of south of the prison area. And that crash pulled easily 500 zombies, because I think it was already past the peak day, so it was like 1.5, whatever the vanilla settings multiplier is for sandbox. And you know, I used my car to bring him away from the helicopter crash, and I checked it out, and I kind of forgot about it, And then another helicopter came by like a couple days later, maybe like a week or two later. And it came like, it flew right over the crashed helicopter, right over those zombies, and then right over me while I'm sitting in my base. So it literally brought all of the helicopter crash zombies just to my front door. And I survived it. You know, every inch of my base was covered in corpses. And all my walls were destroyed. And my garage doors were destroyed. And every inch of my base gives me corpse sickness. I think I already said that part. But I survived it. So, thankfully, I had a backup save when I was updating the map version bin file to add new map mods to an existing save. You know, I created a backup just because they recommend it, and there's instructions on how to do that if you are interested in trying that out. To like 1 or 2 days before that happened. And I'm just kind of playing it that I moved all the zombies out, all the corpses out, and I fixed my base up because I really don't want to have to do that all over again. Like, you know, fix the base up and not have garage doors and what have you. So we're just gonna play it like that and see where that gets us. But I also still have the save for the hell mode. You know, I had to get in my bus and drive down to the movie theater or the drive-in theater and camp out over there in my bus because my base is so like overrun with corpses and it was just such a nightmare. And there was still like a couple hordes like out in the streets of Rosewood. You know, I literally cleared Rosewood out, and now it looks like there were twice as many zombies than there originally were in Rosewood. So it's like, it's kind of hell, if I could describe it, you know? But I think it'll be maybe interesting. I haven't seen somebody try this before, so I want to, you know, maybe add something new where it goes back and forth between my world before the save, or it goes back and forth between the world where I reverted back and I'm just playing it off that I fixed everything up and got all the corpses out of there, and then go back to that as like maybe like a, like whenever my character goes to sleep or something, he has nightmares of being back in that hellscape, because I really want people to see that. Ballistics. And I really, really wished that I had my OBS settings ready for that, because like that same day, earlier that day, there was like a weird helicopter event that I'd never seen before where it just plays like circus music or something, and it just flies around playing circus music, and I heard the music way before I saw the helicopter indicator on my screen, because when you have expanded helicopter events, there's that helicopter location indicator, and I'd never seen that before, because and the music range was like 3 times wider than the helicopter beacon range, because you know it only shows where the helicopter is when it's like a certain proximity to you, and the music was playing for like a good minute before the actual like the location indicator for the helicopter showed up. And it was that whole day was just weird. It was crazy. Like that was like weird even for me. Like I don't understand what happened at all. But that's why I want to jump back and forth and have that kind of scenario where it's like character has nightmares going back to that hellhole. I think we got everything out of here. That looks like everything, okay. Oh, I'm still just walking around with this jug of water. Did I fill it? I didn't even fill the jug of water. I just been walking around with it because I like to carry heavy objects with me. Because I'm smart like that, clearly. Did the water already go out? What's going on? I need a sink. There's no way the water already went out. The water already went out. That is unbelievable. I am on day... I'm on day 2. And the water already went out. That is a first. I've maybe had the water shut off like at a week at earliest, but this is day 2 and the water shut off. This is Jesus. Please help me. I'll put the water back on the water container. Or actually I'll fill it up with every sink I can find. And then I will load it back into the truck. Get some water out of this. So, cursed mods, or like just all mods, you know, not only car mods, but to keep it interesting, I do have some cursed mods. They're mostly just anime mods. I did have the anime TV active, but it's so loud, and you're walking up to a house when the power's still on. They all have their TVs on and they all play anime. And I might turn that back on when the power goes out, just so that it's not like every TV plays anime all the time, because that's kind of really tiresome. But I think that's so hilarious that people actually, instead of just like a gray screen and like mumbling voices, it's just like Oni-chan or I think that's so great. Fill it up on the toilet. I think that's the funniest thing in the world that people put anime mods in this game. Okay. Can I fill this out of the shower? No? I can't believe there's no painkillers in anywhere. That's such a bummer. No painkillers. No maidens gave you some painkillers. Okay, I think I've... Oh no, I can fill it off of the washing machine, I think. I can sleep on the ground. What about you? Can you sleep on the ground? I could have sworn you could have filled your stuff off of these, but maybe these guys just don't have any water in them. That's okay. That is a-okay. So now we can put the jug of water, it's like a 5-gallon thing, I think. IRL, in real life, is what they base this off of. And then I will just pick it up. There is a 2/3 chance to break it. Okay, you're just coming with me. Take bottle from dispenser. And then I will try to pick it up without the water bottle on it. I didn't know you could break these just by trying to pick them up. That's kind of... Oh, now there's no chance to break it. How about that, you guys? Life hacks. Oh, nope, don't drop it there. Put it in the truck. We got the water jug 2/3 filled, so that's good. We'll have a little bit of water for a while. And this place looks pretty zooted. Okay. That is good. That is a-okay. I still got my lunch bag in my hand. So drop that. It's got chicky on it. Chicky, chicky. And I do have extreme panic from being outside. You know, that's not the game's heartbeat, that's actually my heartbeat, if you can hear that. No, that's the game's heartbeat. Probably didn't need me to tell you that though. Yeah, so I got really lucky. There's a survivor house just like right here. Like out in the middle of nowhere, one of the 5 houses I found is a survivor house. That's... And I went here earlier and I picked some stuff up. That's where I found a crowbar. If you saw that crowbar that I was holding earlier, I got it from here. Ooh, the farming equipment. Grab some candy. Can always use a little candy. Brighten our birthday. Here we go. Sharpened screwdriver. Scrap pickaxe. It's because we can never have too many weapons. I just want to make sure we're not going to run out of killing stuff anytime soon. This is a huge break. On top of all the stuff that's in the garage, it was like, oh my goodness. We got killing tools for days. For weeks. Man, I still can't believe it's day 2 and the water shut off. That is just heartbreaking. I was like, no, I'll fill up the water jug and that'll last me. I couldn't even fill up the water jug. Oh, that's just pain. But while I'm here, I will grab all the trash bags I can find. These water bottles, they're the like alcohol, like tequila bottles. When you use those, they have the best water to weight ratio in the game. So if you want to, you know, make sure your character is as light as you can be, that is a good way to do that. Maid Bride. Oh, make wood glue. Cool. Almost just walked right over that. Make some triggers. That'll work. Magazine. Deconstruction. I seen somebody did a cursed video where they used only cursed mods. And there was like furries everywhere and like a panty sniffing mod. It's so cursed. But I drink the curse. I am cursed. So if you're cursed and you like cursed things, we can be cursed together and we could relish in our curses. We can be bearers of the curse. Play Dark Souls. Should probably be grabbing these cassettes because they're kind of rare. Zombie hit list. Hunter mag. These hunter mags are good because you can make traps to catch like wildlife and stuff, like rabbits and birds and things like that. I'm not sure exactly what you can catch because I haven't gone that far yet. grab the butter. Oh, there's like cupboards up here, dude. Damn it, man. Tortilla chips. Grab the tortilla chips, the cereal, and some popcorn. Pack of jelly beans. I love jelly beans. I am like hooked on jelly beans. I can't eat them too much because I have to like stay away from sugar. But when I see jelly beans, I just... I got they sell... Jelly Bean sells like 1 pound bags of jelly beans on their website. Of like, sometimes they're individual flavors and sometimes they're like a variety pack. And I legit bought like 8 pounds of jelly beans. And they only lasted me like a month. Spy Family. I haven't seen that. But I hear it's really good. Grab the eraser because you do... Man, no room for an eraser. You do need an eraser to erase stuff when you're drawing on your map. A journal. Maybe I'll grab a journal. Dearest Barry, it has been 3 days since I last seen your face before you rotted away into a human dead cannibal thing. Also some stalker mods, but it's mostly just the outfits. I don't have like the working suits or anything. Because I feel like that would be a little too overpowered and that's not very 1990s Kentucky. I wish there was KFC in this game. Maybe somebody could like mod, make a mod that overwrites all of the, maybe not the Spiffle Burger one, but like the fast food restaurants, like the pizza places or whatever. You can make those into Kentucky Fried Chicken. That'd be pretty great. I am interested in learning how to make mods. I might do that like later on after I get more comfortable or get my channel more set up. Because there are some stuff that I want in the game that isn't already in the game. Most of it's like the vehicle mechanics kind of stuff. I really want to make a mod that reworks the vehicle mechanics and the way you work on cars, because I really like that you need like a jack and a wrench and a lug wrench or whatever to do certain aspects of your car, but I really want to add more stuff like spark plugs, if that's like a thing, or like different sized bolts that you need like a socket set for or something. But none of the socket sets that you find will ever have a 10 mil. They will all be missing. No 10 mils in the zombie apocalypse. I do a quick check there on OBS. I feel like I'm still forgetting stuff, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm not. I did grab all of the stuff out of the scrap area, or the survivor house. So that shouldn't be anything. Oh, aluminum, jar lid, box of sparklers. Can you like use these? Sparklers might be able to like distract zombies or something, so maybe I'll grab those, just in case. I do have... Hang on. Oh, it's a burn. Burn! Hopefully I'm not gonna bleed out in 10 seconds, or like 2 seconds. It's a laceration. Oh god, I am bleeding out. Oh god, I'm bleeding out really fast. Good lord. That is... Look at these injuries. Like I started out injured, and I have one on my neck and one on my good hand, my killing shit hand. And you know, I've started out with like 4 or 5 injuries before where they're like all on my legs, so I can't like run or crouch or anything. And I thought those are bad, but having one on your neck and one on your hand is like, oh my god, that's just... You can't swing, and you're gonna bleed out if you trying to do something with your neck. Just wanna make sure I got the... Okay, I got the Uzi. That's good. So, gas station's out of gas. And... water is out of water. How about that? I think there's a propane tank in the grill up there. I can grab that. And if we can find... I do have the RV interiors thing and the most recent version with all the special vehicles also. So if we could find like a vehicle with an interior, that would be awesome. Another garbage bag. Yeah, that's so full. Empty bottles, we can make Molotovs with those. I saw a video, somebody like, they broke the RV interiors where they like got outside of them because the way the RV interiors work is it teleports you somewhere. And where it teleports you is just inside the car or inside that RV's interior. But if you set a fire inside the RV, you can burn the walls and hop over them. And you're just like in black nothingness. And in like 20 tiles in each direction, there's another RV interior. And you can like hop through them like you're Doctor Who or something. Like portal jump. Somebody did a video on it. It was really good. It's like something about like RV Fortress or something like that. And when you get on the roof outside of the RV interior area, you can see like all the rain collector barrels on top of that little closed space too. It's really interesting. Now we got propane torches. We got some propane for our propane torches. Got 4 garbage bags. We can make a rain collector. No, fuck. I'm like dropping everything. God, I hate that. I can wash those dirty bandages, but I don't know if I'm gonna. Just because we don't have any water anywhere, so it's like, you know, we can find bandages anywhere. We don't need those specific dirty bandages. So we just get some shit going. Put it all in the trunk. It's going in the trunk. Thank God. My character is rampantly depressed, so everything is going slow as hell. This bush machete is interesting. I'm excited to see how some of this stuff works out. I've never used a katana yet, like in any of my games or my worlds. And I've found 2 of them. One being Reforged Scrap Sword from the Scrap Weapons mod. And the Workbench mod. And one was like a Kill Bill katana, so hopefully that's like a real katana and not like a movie prop toy katana. I think it's a real katana that's based off the movie though. Maybe I can find it. Yeah, Kill Bill Hattori Hanzo. Wow, that's full everything. That is pretty cool. Keep the butter on me just so I can eat more butter. You know, I do like culture things, I guess, and I might reference them like in my videos, and especially like with you know, other YouTubers, whether they be Zomboid YouTubers or any YouTubers, but I won't do it too much where I'm just like ripping them off, because I do see, you know, like why that'd be kind of lame, or be really lame. But I might do like a reference here and there, and it's not because I'm trying to build my channel personality off of a pre-existing one, but it's so that, you know, maybe like-minded viewers that also watch things like that will understand what I'm saying and kind of get the reference and, you know, maybe have a laugh. If that's okay, if you guys like laughing. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, another trash bag. And then for those of you that are into first aid, but you're not sure how to get your start, you can use broken glass. You can walk on it barefoot, and then just use tweezers and a suture needle to stitch yourself up. And you can power level first aid pretty easy like that. Oh my god, truck it out okay. That's good. Good. Let's go shut this stuff. I'm gonna just do this. Vehicle's not sliding anywhere. Vehicle's not sliding anywhere, that's good. Okay. And then if we continue this world again, just because we might, just so that we can, you know, see some fresh stuff. We don't always have to be on my main world, and we got a pretty good start here. So it'd be kind of interesting to see where this series goes, or this world goes. You know, make a series out of it or something. I do have a friend that I'm trying to get into this game that's also car-oriented. He knows how to work on cars a lot more than I do, because he's slept and breathed cars his entire life. And I'm trying to get him into this game so that we can, you know, go have a zombie apocalypse, scavenging runs, and then find all the cool cars and just be excited about cars together. And I think that'd be a great atmosphere and a great opportunity. We can go, you know, race cars, and we can make a video series out of that if he'd be into that. And he sounded like it'd be interesting. Like he thought he liked it, but it's all about just getting him to get the game now. Which, you know, if he doesn't want to get the game, I won't make him do it. But he sounds like he likes it, which I'm happy about. Having a smoko, as they say in Australia. Oh, smoko. Okay, this might be where I call the video. And we can continue it the next time I play this world, I guess. But the next time I make a video, next video I upload will be in my nightmare world. Or maybe not the nightmare world, but the version of that world where I quote-unquote fixed up all the walls and moved all the zombie corpses out. And we'll see what the next helicopter event brings us. And hopefully the music isn't too loud. I already have it on the lowest setting, and I can't make it any lower without just turning it off, because it's only, the music settings are notched, because they only have like 10 different preset settings for music, and it's either that or off. So hopefully I'm not talking over music too much. I really would like the music to be more subtle and not like loud, but even at its lowest setting, it's still like regular volume to me. I don't know what that's about, so hopefully the audio comes out good. It comes out well mixed. I did try to spend as much time as I could making the audio work right and making sure the video works right. And I will see you next time. Alright, bye-bye.